Good evening, football fans. Welcome back to our triple headers this Saturday here at Rizal Memorial Stadium. First game is done and dusted with Stallion winning against Army. It was 7-0. Now we have here another absolute cracker of a fixture coming up. Maharlika Manila versus Mendiola. Valenzuela PB Mendiola. It's match number 29. I'm Vinny Vincolado alongside Jing Hamlan with expert analysis, bringing you all the live action for this PFL season 2025 to 2026. And Jing, any thoughts into this game? We have Maharlika, who's in great form from their recent matchup against Philippine Army, while Mendiola very eager to bounce back in their defeat against Don Bosco Garrett United.
Maharlika are looking for their first back-to-back wins of the season, and they're looking to maintain their place amongst the top six. So it's a huge opportunity for them today, especially up against a Mendiola side that is struggling as of the moment. They've lost 3 on the bounce, but they've shown a lot of promise in these performances. And up against Maharlika, they will feel like they have a chance to get some points today, and they desperately need them in order to kickstart or re-kickstart their campaign here in the Philippines Football League.
Definitely, and just looking at Maharlika FC, entering today's match, again, they did win a resounding win 5-1 over Philippine Army FC, and in fact they've struck early, just under 2 minutes. Very early goal with Kim with an amazing shot, by the way, outside the box. And Jing, they've definitely revamped their squad. They played with much more aggression, exactly what you like to see when a team wants to make a statement into the season, alongside with the introduction of head coach Mono Hong.
Yes, malaki yung ambisyon ng Maharlika this season. They want to be in the top 4 actually, which is really a high standard that they're reaching for. They started off with a win against Tuloy. It did not get the points against Manila Digger, but they pushed a title contender all the way to the end. Then they got their solo clean sheet against Gareli United before losing out to the Aguilas UMAC, and then nakuha nga nila yung morale boosting win kontra sa Philippine Army. Ang makikita mo dito is they only have 1 clean sheet though, and that is going to be a cause for concern against a Valenzuela PB Mendiola that have found their shooting boots this season, particularly with their captain being particularly dangerous in attack. So that's going to be something to look out for. But Maharlika aiming for back-to-back wins for the first time, and I think malaking bagay yon in terms of them being able to really assess, are they going to be contenders for that top 4 spot as they want?
Definitely. And syempre, contra Valenzuela, they want to get that 3 points already, because after this match, they have more difficult matches against Taguig and Cebu. So this is definitely something Coach Head Monohong would want. So you do have the formation there, and the lineup, you have 4-4-2. For Monhong coming into this game.
One of the interesting aspects to this is Jerome Marzan. No? He's going to be getting a start today, his first one of the season, and he's going to be taking the place of Dean Ibarle. No? So Jerome Marzan has only had 1 appearance so far in the previous 5 games. Of course, comes from the Azcal's development team and is highly regarded and has a lot of potential and a lot of talent, but he has not been able to put together too many appearances in the Philippines Football League. So malaking chance ito para kay Jerome Marzan to impress. And of course, 21-year-old Enzo Lucindo is going to get another run out after playing 90 against Philippine Army. He is the youngest in the squad right now. So malaking bagay ito para sa kanya as he plays alongside a lot of veterans in the captain Jorel Aristorenas, Eric Ben Giganto, who's got trophies under his belt here at this level, alongside Kenry Balobo, who regains his spot in between the sticks.
Definitely a very stacked Maharlika FC side, gunning for those 3 points. Head coach Mon Hong really pushing his squad to push in the top 4 for this season. Now on the flip side, we do have Mendiola, Valenzuela Mendiola, who's have a bit of a tough ride throughout the season. Their recent results have been less than ideal. They dropped 3 points recently against Don Bosco Garreli United. But before that, we'll have a quick word muna, no? for Maharlika FC's head coach?
I think we expect a hard game again because it's like my first season here with the boys and we're trying out new tactics. So I think it's going to be hard every game we play. But at the moment, we won one game, lost game, won, lost. So we've been on like a roller coaster. So we won against Army and now we really want to start kicking in our momentum to make sure we get a win here. And then going into one tag against Cebu and Stallion, we want a strong win today.
And there you have it from head coach Moon Hong. They want to start that momentum against Valenzuela, and they're looking for that consistency in this matchup.
Absolutely. Coach Moon Hong, a very young coach who's had time playing in Sweden and England, and obviously he brings fresh ideas to this Maharlika side that look rejuvenated under his leadership.
Okay, and then now you have Valenzuela, PB Mendiola again. On the other hand, I did mention they did lose against Don Bosco Garelli United, dropping 3 points. And in fact, they were more of favorites into that game. So it was a very disappointing result. So definitely, Jing, gusto nilang mag-bounce back into this match against Maharlika.
100%. It was a big deal for them losing out against Don Bosco Garelli United, which was a statement win for their opposition. But after losing out to Manila Digger to start things off, they got that morale booster against Philippine Army, and it felt like maybe they would be moving on to better things. But tough set of fixtures immediately after that with the defending champions and then Stallion Laguna, who look like title contenders this season. Then you look at that match against Garelli United. That was an opportunity for them to get back into the win column, to at least arrest the bleeding. But as it stands, it's 3 straight losses for them. And when you look at their next opponent in one Taguig, Aguilas, and Cebu, these are all tough matches for them. So when you look at the fixture list, this is the game that they have the highest chances of getting points. So you can imagine they're going to be very, very motivated for this one.
With that said, you do have here our lineup. You have head coach Jay Sean Soberano with a 3-5-2 formation and roughly the same types of players that we've seen in the previous match here, Jing.
Yep, it's not many changes here for Coach Jay Sean Soberano. Ruben Doctora has been their main man so far. He's got 3 goals, or 2 goals at least, to his name this season. Christian Lapas is going to be the guy pulling the strings in midfield. I think Takardon has really settled now into his right wing back position. He's going to be a threat. Isaac Ano needs to really be a man to threaten the back line of Maharlika. He can't just be a target man, needs to be threatening in behind to make life difficult for Enzo Lucindo as well as Michael Menzi. So he's going to be a key player to look out for. But this is really a pretty solid lineup for Coach Jay Sean Soberano, especially with Gustavo de Silva anchoring things in the back for them. So they have a great chance. It's a great lineup. When you look at it on paper, it's going to be a very equal contest.
So you have one team, Valenzuela, PB Mendiola, wanting to bounce back contra Maharlika, who wants to have consistency, getting a win. So magka-clash talaga these two teams. So with that said, we'll hear a word or two from our head coach, Jay Sean Soberano, for Valenzuela, PB Mendiola.
In this game against Maharlika, so this remaining game is very important to us. We need to win all games. So we start with Maharlika. We go all out. Of course, for them, they know they are in the higher ranks. So we go 120% for them. Thank you.
As you can imagine, they're going to go 100% for this one. Valenzuela, PB Mendiola, napakalaking bagay ng laban na to para sa kanila in terms of ensuring that they get off the bottom of the table and start to put themselves in the middle of the pack, because a win will have them leapfrog the likes of Tuloy and Don Bosco Garelli United and get them knocking on the door of that top 6 and 7 again, right? So malaking bagay for them, especially since they're losing out on Fofana today. So they're gonna lose out on a little bit more of that stability in midfield. So it's going to be an opportunity to shine for those that fill in that position.
And for Mendiola, I mean, they have to avoid conceding early. As you can see, Maharlika, they're really fast, especially in the first few minutes of the game, score against Philippine Army. So this is something definitely Mendiola has to look out for. Don't allow Maharlika to score quickly. And they have to stick to the plan, defend compact, and maybe make their way and counter against Maharlika's dominant possession play.
Actually, you know, their defense has been decent this season in the matches where the level of quality is comparable. What happened in their last game was hinahabol nila yung 3 points in that game against Don Bosco Guerrilla United, and after equalizing they got ambitious. And nangyari na open up sila, and in the end they got 0 points for it. But you have to commend them for that fighting spirit that they showed in that game.
All right, with that said, for now we'll have to leave it over to the margin. Right. You have to. Again, if you're tuning in, this is Maharlika FC versus Valenzuela PB Mendiola FC, and we have here the coin toss, and you have here main referees, Mike John Pineda, with assistant referees Ismael Pashon and Hamid Pashon, with fourth official John Mike Basinang, and referee assessor Ravelo Saluria.
Here we have it. Aristorenas and Doctora, our two captains, very seasoned in the Philippines Football League, players that have been competing since the inception of the league in 2017. A quick look at Moon Hong, who has been a refreshing figure dito sa Philippines Football League, a young man with interesting ideas and has really created an exciting product with Maharlika FC, who are used to being in the doldrums of the tables, now really showing that they might be a force to be reckoned with in this competition.
With that, you do have Valenzuela PB Mendiola as well, who wants to showcase their skills and talents with a very strong lineup with Jay Shan Soberano as the head coach. You have your usual suspects such as Takardon, Ruben Doctora again, who scored a goal in their previous matchup against Don Bosco Guerrilla United, and a couple of substitutions who's also strong for both teams.
Victor Fayol is a person that I look at on the Valenzuela PB Mendiola side, who will come on and change the game as he did in the previous one. But so much firepower as well for Maharlika. You're looking at Uzoka, who has scored a couple of goals. Ibarle is there to potentially change the game. And you've got Kentaro Miyagi and Ivan Owano out there as well. So lots of talent, and it's great to be able to see full benches para sa dalawang koponan. In the past, they have struggled to recruit. They have struggled to entice people to be parts or to be a part of their program. Now, nakikita natin so many players actually outside of the squad itself. So talagang punong-puno yung mga kupunan natin ngayon, and that means they're having great training sessions as well and pushing one another to not only make the squad but be part of this starting 11.
Definitely. With that said, the kickoff has started here. It is Maharlika FC, their blue and white jersey, playing from left to right, and Valenzuela PB, Mendiola in their all maroon jerseys.
We talked about Jerome Marzan. He's number 19 para sa Maharlika FC. He's going to be a player to keep an eye on. He's got great range of passing. And yung counterpart niya naman si Christian Lapa, similarly so, no? So, two really good conductors, so to speak, in the middle of the pitch for two teams. So, magandang labanan yan to see who will be the better orchestrator for their side.
And again, in football, the midfield is an important area of the pitch as it controls the game nga. And Jing, you mentioned, these important midfield players from Valenzuela will play a crucial role against this very aggressive Maharlika side. You have your throw-in for the men in blue.
This right flank for Maharlika is going to be quite potent. Eric Giganto is always so tricky and difficult to contain.
Eric Giganto, very good attacking player for Mun Hong. Definitely will utilize him in this match. And just outside the box, shot was taken, but deflected off a defender from Mendiola.
First corner kick of the game. You already see Jerome Marzan's fingerprints on this match. Great little switch of play. He's getting involved in the attack. And nakikita natin yung signature range of passing niya kaagad and his vision of what is available and where they can threaten the best.
Very exciting. Looking forward for Jerome Marzan coming into this match. And a quick play here! Great play from Maharlika. And I think that was Aristorenas who took that on.
Took it first time, opened up his body, just got it over the bar. But what a fantastic chance for Maharlika.
Just over the crossbar. And that was a play, a great from the playbook of head coach Mun Hong from that corner kick. We'll probably see more of those as the match progresses. You can see here the high press from the men in blue. Will Valenzuela break it?
That's going to be one of the key aspects to this game, is to see how Mendiola deals with this press. Because if they can get in behind, they will have a lot of room to exploit, and they have the weapons to really make Maharlika pay.
Valenzuela here, taking their time with the ball. Who missed pass there from jersey number 8, Reina.
And he's going to be a player to watch as well, no? This back line that is joining Gustavo da Silva. You have the young man that you just mentioned, Juan Reina. Aningalan is going to be another player.
And you have here in our screens, Kenry Balobo, another important player for Maharlika. Brings a lot of veteran experience in his time here in the PFL. You see here Maharlika moving forward, a lot of bodies up front. Tracks it back, an opportunity! Is it a goal?
It's been waved away by Mick John Pineda. Tumama daw sa kamay ni Jurel Aristorenas. At pinapaliwanag ngayon ni Mick John Pineda kung ano yung nakita niya. Aristorenas can't believe it.
Could have been 1-0 already for Maharlika. Very fast start.
It's a great cut back here. That ball just pops up, and it looked like it might have hit his elbow before he's able to fire that into the back of the net. It did happen very quickly, although referee Pineda did have a great vantage point to see.
These early minutes and sequences of the game, it's proving to be an exciting match. Very energetic start from both teams.
At mukhang interesado sila mag-toe-to-toe dito. Mendiola also pressing high. It's got the makings of an end-to-end contest as Isaac Ano is struggling a little bit here.
Bit of a physicality. The early moments of this match. But this is something we'd like to see though. Again, both teams gusto nila manalo to propel them forward into the upcoming matches that they'll be having. High pressure as well from Valenzuela. Balobo finds Kang. Back to the keeper. Etheridge. Looking for someone to pass to.
Both teams very intent on playing short and out of the press. And now they go long to Isaac.
Enzo Lucindo there.
Medyo magkakilala yung dalawang yan, no? It's gonna be a battle between Lasal and Ateneo. Isaac Ano applied it straight in the UAAP. Enzo Lucindo, of course, a standout for Ateneo.
Bit of school rivalry and pride on the line for those two players.
Definitely some familiarity between the two. You can expect it to be quite physical between the pair.
Throw in. Yunso Park. Moving forward here. Maharlika just couldn't get past Mendiola defender. Ristorenas, bit of traffic. Good job for Maharlika for keeping possession.
The captain doing well to navigate the tight space. He's good with the ball at his feet, and they're able to find their way out to the right side.
You see there, Jerome Marzan sends it. Comes up short.
Hindi mo makikita sa screen nyo, no? But Moon Hong, the coach of Maharlika, showcasing a bit of frustration that they didn't play forward more quickly.
Mendiola here trying to playing forward. Just couldn't read the pass there. Amir.
Switching it up a little bit, Mendiola. They're thinking about going long more often. Aningalan was the intended target. You can see the intensity so high here already in the 9th minute of the game. It's really breezed by.
Fast start here for both teams as they try to get a foothold in this game. A lot of space here for Maharlika on the right side. Giganto bringing it forward. He has Ibrahim on the other side. Aristorenas tried to get Ibrahim with that pass. Great defending for Mendiola. Sa kabila naman, Mendiola. Menzi. 1v1. And Maharlika back with possession.
It's great defending from Michael Menzies. A difficult proposition when Balot Doctora is running at you at full pace. Kept his composure and got a foot in to deny.
Plays it long. Tried to find Giganto. But it is out. Possession for Mendiola. Playing all the way from the back. Mendiola. Sends it long, but out. Possession for Maharlika.
You can see how much the approach has changed for Mendiola here. They've basically vacated the midfield, left 2 players and put 4 up top on the last line. It seems they're going to go and bypass the midfield from now on and see how Maharlika deal with having more red shirts up top.
Again, it is a 3-5-2 formation. Try to look for Ano with a through ball. Couldn't get it. Lapas with the ball. Tried to thread the needle. Kang was there to clear it. Opportunity here for Maharlika. Moving forward. Yes, Ibrahim on his right. Gives it. Chases it. Gets the ball in. A lot of blue shirts in the middle. Finally, a clearance from a defender from Mendiola.
And that's going to be the risk. You have 4 players up top. You vacate the midfield. When the ball gets played in transition, it's a 5-on-4, 4-on-4. And Maharlika have a great opportunity here with Ibrahim being a real danger man all throughout the season for them.
Mendiola has to be careful, especially on the counter. As Maharlika does build up really fast. No offside called. Play goes on. Another opportunity there. End-to-end stuff here, Jing.
It's a great little shift of movement from Eric Giganto, pero nabasa siya na mabuti. And here's the matchup we are looking at.
Menzi tried to get a shot but misfires it. A golden opportunity for Mendiola.
Huge opportunity missed. Ano had done so well to create space. It was a wide open shot, just needed to make contact.
And if you're Mendiola, you have to take those chances. Especially for a team like Maharlika who loves taking control of the game. They'll definitely have more possession against Mendiola. Great footwork, but just over the bar.
Choi Tae-yang is going to be extremely disappointed with himself that he didn't make the most of that opportunity. On the opposite side, Jin Yeon Kim, he's been a real threat from that left side. Has played in the last 4 games, has started 3. He's got 2 assists and he's scored 2 as well. Both of those goals coming in the last game against Army, so for sure, mataas ang confidence ngayon.
An attacking threat. Maharlika. Aristorenas looks for players in the middle. Fakes it, chips it to the other side. Ibrahim feeds it. A header! Just over the crossbar. Another opportunity for Maharlika to get the lead.
2 golden opportunities missed, 1 on either end. Jurel Aristorenas doing so well to lift it all the way to the back post. Go on, get a goal. All you got to do is hit the target, and Young Suk has gotten it over the bar. Could be 1-1, could be 2-0. It's been that kind of game. Missed opportunities, the story so far.
A lot of warning signs on the defensive front from both teams. And we're just 15 minutes into the match. We'll definitely see more action as the play goes on. Very intense matchup.
And this is what you love to see. The quality of the game league-wide has improved. You can see that the technical quality has increased, but Maharlika doing so well with the press.
And this is something expected for the men in blue. They will definitely press high, won't give any chance for Mendiola to hold the ball.
Young Sok, back-to-back opportunities for him. And Coach Moon Hong, he's been animated on the sideline. That you could say, for the most part, he'll be pleased with what he's seeing.
Ooh. Chance here. Great defensive cover from Kang. Great pass to Ibrahim, starting the attack. A chance here in the middle. Kim was looking for Ibrahim on that play. Couldn't convert.
It's good work from Taeyang to keep possession and to keep the attack flowing for Valenzuela.
Great pass to Aningalan. Crosses it, but overcooked it. Slowing down the game, Park. Has been intense past couple of minutes.
We're starting to see a bit of separation between the two. Whereas we started in a very even game, Maharlika now starting to find their flow, and able to dictate proceedings a little bit better.
Giganto just couldn't control that one. Apologizes to his teammate. Look at that press. The men in blue.
And that's exactly what Coach Moon Hong wants. He doesn't want you to mope about when you lose the ball. He wants you to react quickly.
Takardon. Mendiola trying to keep possession. Michael Menzi. She mentioned Jing, Maharlika, slowly dominating this game with their possession play. Taking it slow now. Ristorenas. Great through ball and opportunity. Gets it in! What a goal! Beautiful shot taken from Eric Ben Giganto. And it is 1-0 against Valenzuela. PB Mendiola.
First goal of the season for Eric Giganto, comes over to the bench to celebrate. What a ball from Jorel Aristorenas to slice through the defense. And then just a cool, calm finish from the veteran. It's a beautiful goal to open the scoring.
Number 9, Eric Giganto.
What a build-up play for Maharlika. Definitely something head coach Moon Hong has trained these boys to do. Keep possession, slowly build up, then accelerate in the final third. Look at that pass. Threads the needle and just slots it home. Giganto.
Such a clever run from Eric Giganto. He's the right winger. He's run across his man and into the pocket. Getting in behind the defense. Medyo nagulat yung depensa doon ng Mendiola. And once he was in behind, one-on-one with the keeper, Eric Giganto has all the tools to finish.
Beautiful game here. Maharlika leading. Pero Mendiola, there are no pushovers. Siyempre, babawi din yan.
Pero masasabi din natin, Vinny, na medyo ramdam natin na parating na yung goal ng Maharlika. They were getting closer. Young Sok had 2 great chances. The press was starting to pay off. And they were controlling the game more in the dangerous areas. It felt like a matter of time, and they made sure on that occasion.
I'd have to agree with that. Maharlika has been knocking on the door throughout this first 20 minutes. And just look at them keep possession of the ball. The commentator's curse, it hits Mendiola player. Great job there from Ano to keep possession. A chance may be. Ano holding it. There's just too much traffic for the forward. Maharlika defense was up to it.
Went for the more difficult option. Had support on his left side actually, see Isaac Ano. You commend him for the first phase of that initial foray into the final third. But just needed a bit more support. But you can see what he's about, Isaac Ano. He's a difficult man to stop even on his own.
Maharlika now with the 1-0 lead. Ooh, missed control there. We still have the ball.
Things are rather fluid right now for Maharlika. Giganto had drifted inside. Aristorenas is now leading the line. Ibrahim had gone wide. These are the types of movements that make it difficult for a defense to really know who they should be marking.
Chance here. Going through Ano with the ball. Menzi with a tackle.
It's a penalty. Wow.
My goodness. And look at Menzi. Still appealing that it wasn't a penalty. We'll have to take a look at the replay.
Ito yung sinasabi natin. Ito ang dinadala ni Isaac Ano. He causes a bit of chaos with his power, his pace, and his movement. And he just carried the ball straight into the box, had two defenders on him, still managed to get ahead.
Great work there.
Right there. He got sandwiched between the two. But was it a clean challenge from Menzi? Did he get the ball initially and then run into Isaac Ano? Tough to tell.
And it's up to Kendry Balobo of Maharlika if they'll keep this lead against Ruben Doctora. Will be taking this one. A penalty here for Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. A chance for them to equalize. Will Ruben Doctora get it in? What a save from Kendry Balobo. A golden opportunity again for Valenzuela. Ruben Doctora will definitely be disappointed with that one.
It wasn't a very good penalty, Vinny. It's an easy stop for Kendry Balobo. It's too close to the keeper, not close enough to the side netting or the corners. Played low, not a lot of power on it, and here comes Maharlika.
Oh, he just tripped there at the last second. Kim. Now Takardon's bringing it forward for his team. Plays it long, just too strong. You have Kendry Balobo. Great save.
You gotta do better than that to beat Balobo from the spot.
Sayang again for Valenzuela and PB Mendiola. Could have gotten an equalizer.
Nakita natin sa quad vision replay kanina. It was difficult to tell actually whether or not it should have been a penalty in the end. Hindi na natin kailangan i-debate kasi hindi rin naman nag-count para sa Mendiola. But that is a huge opportunity that they've let off the hook.
Again, you'll be disappointed if you're Mendiola. You rarely get those chances to get a goal. An opportunity here. Great pass, a chance. Great save from the keeper, Etheridge.
Yongsuk's got to square that. Jurel Aristorenas is wide open right at the edge of that 6-yard box.
A lot of action here. And Maharlika's not happy with their lead, hoping to double that. Aristorenas, the captain, leading the attack. Passes it to Ibrahim. Ibrahim trying to cover the ball. Foul has been given. Against Renya, I think.
Looked like it was Da Silva had come to meet him. Ibrahim just shielding the ball, taking the contact.
Another opportunity nonetheless for the men in blue with this free kick.
They could be 2 up. They should be 2 up at this point. They're going to feel they need to make sure that they get at least 1 more in this half to feel that it has been a success for them. They've been let off the hook in terms of conceding from the penalty spot. They have to make sure now that they take full advantage.
Free kick, Maharlika. Oh, great. There's a bit of play here. Just couldn't convert.
So close to making that one work.
One of Mun Hong's tactics seen in action from the training ground.
Intricate exchange.
A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Now look how quickly they move the ball and how confident they are.
Ooh, places it in the pass of Ibrahim Aristorenas. Danger, and it's a goal! Ibrahim gets it in. 2-0, Maharlika lead.
That's a striker's finish. Beautiful goal from Fahem Ibrahim. That's why he's the leading scorer of this side. So much confidence to bury that in the bottom corner.
And that came from the quick passage of play, as you mentioned, Jing, just in the middle. And it opens up an opportunity for Ibrahim just in the box. And look at that touch. And just slots it in.
Let's put that side netting, corner pocket. Look at the efficiency and touches. Gets his body, gets his angle. Easy goal in the end. For a man who has been as ruthless as him, make that goal number 4 for the season.
Maharlika. And of course, head coach Mun Hong definitely be happier leading with a 2-0 cushion. The 28th minute.
Quick look at Mick John Pineda. He's had a big call already this game.
A lot of calls, a lot of action. And this game's not over. Mendiola.
I think you'd count that. It's still as an assist for Jarell Aristorenas, no? As he's popped that one into the box. Could make it 2 for him in this game.
Aristorenas, very important figure in the midfield and in the attacking front. Speaking of, he has a lot of green space, takes it. Just off target.
He's trying to fire a rocket towards goal. Didn't quite get the technique to keep it down. Young Sok doing what Young Sok does best, which is break up attacks and start the counter. Young Sok Kang, number 6 for Maharlika, actually played until the under-17s for South Korea. He's been quite a pickup for this side. Brings that dynamism in midfield. As we take a look at the shot discrepancy, it's 7 more shots for Maharlika. And as this game wears on, nararamdaman natin yung superiority ng Maharlika, at least at this point in the contest.
We've mentioned Maharlika. They've been really dangerous and fast and aggressive. And it shows in both the scoreline, in the shots taken. Again, it's 10 shots, and we're just 30 minutes into this match. So there'll definitely be more. What a pass to Ibrahim! An opportunity! What a play.
Yan ang idinadala ng isang Jerome Marzan sa laro. That vision, take it first time, put it in a place where Ibrahim will be. Not where he's at, but where he could be. And that's that kind of vision from a midfielder that has that unlocking capability. And really great pass mula kay Jerome Marzan.
We've seen it firsthand. Jerome Marzan making his mark into this game.
Tsaka walang extra touches. First time, fire that one in, curl it into that danger zone.
But give props as well for Ibrahim for controlling that from a very high ball and sets himself up to take that shot.
And having a player like Fahem Ibrahim also gives you that confidence to make those types of passes. He's been such an asset for them, leading the line.
A short play here for the men in blue. Delivers in a dangerous area. Cleared. Ball up in the air. Kang. Giganto. The right side fakes it. Great movement here. Pressure not over. Finds Ibrahim once more. Moving forward. Takes it on.
Huge sigh of relief there for Yuan Renya because he was left in the dust.
Great movement from Ibrahim. Again, dangerous player up front. Unlucky though with his shot.
25-year-old from the United States. Actually spent a short stint with Stalin Laguna. And prior to that, was playing in San Francisco. He's played in every game so far for Maharlika. And sa nakikita natin so far in 33 minutes, it's no surprise.
On the other side here, Jing, we have Mendiola trying to make something of this play. But ran out of the grass there. Goal kick for Balobo.
What worries me about Valenzuela PB Mendiola is how stretched they get. And because they're choosing not to build up through the midfield, they pile bodies forward at the last line. Medyo pag nawalan na sila ng bola, napakabukas ng gitna nila, which allows Jurel Aristorenas this amount of room to operate.
And the amount of pace these Maharlika players have, especially in the midfield, they'll definitely capitalize on that. And we've seen it in the past 2 goals. Maharlika just playing real fast in the middle. They switch gears. But speaking of switching gears, an opportunity here. Mendiola, he tries to chip it in.
What an opportunity for Aningalan. Amir getting into a perfect spot. There was a possibility of a handball here when he controls. Right there on his bicep. No call by the referee, so he's one-on-one. In the end, napakalayo nung attempt niya. Trying to chip or put that over, lob that behind Kenry Balobo. You wonder could it have just been better if he had taken a more conventional attempt?
And Valenzuela, PB Mendiola, they've had these moments, but they're just not taking it. Foul given, and it's in favor of Valenzuela Mendiola.
Amir Aningalan growing in confidence. Nabigyan niya pa ng sombrero itong si Ibrahim.
Look like Lapas will be sending this long. Great defensive work from Kang. Look at him tracking back.
And that's why he's played basically every minute of Maharlika's season so far, itong si Bumsuk.
Buhos buhay. And as in, he'll definitely give 100% in that right back position. A chance here for Maharlika. Great defensive clearance from Da Silva. In the middle here, Mendiola. Trying it here on the left side, Aningalan. Ooh, takes it from a far spot. Ambitious effort.
He's going to wish he had that one back. Eric Manlapas, the space had opened up for him. And Maharlika were basically asking him, sige nga, tira mo nga.
And it was off target.
Now, one name that we haven't mentioned much in this contest is Francis Tacardon. He has been a real dynamo on that right side for Valenzuela PB in the recent matches. Hindi natin siya nakikita. He's been forced into defending more from that right wing back position than going forward.
And then moving forward here, on the other side though, Gaganto, fast footwork, gets a shot in, but straight at Etheridge.
And that's what's tricky about Eric Giganto. He's on the right wing, he's right-footed, but actually very good with his left foot as well. So he will cut inside and fire.
Tardon, great pass to Doctora. Angelo Lucindo, making himself as big as possible.
Inside dun si Ruben Doctora. Kaso pag nakita mo, 2 maroon shirts, 4 Maharlika defenders.
Ibrahim takes it! Oof. Just outside the box, a shot on target. Etheridge called into action.
That's a great save from Etheridge. Had a lot of power and it was on target mula kay Ibrahim.
Etheridge has been tested a couple of times now. An acrobatic save there. Still have a corner kick from Maharlika.
Discussions going on about how to improve itong Maharlika, and they're already 2 goals ahead.
You could see the passion for head coach Mun Hong. They're really maximizing each game, making sure each player plays in their fullest potential. Great curl there. Lucido tried to get at the end of it. Ristorenas took a shot. The defender was there.
It's so difficult to keep down when the ball is rolling to you like that. And Jerome Marzan blazes it over. Diskusyon dito ni Coach Mun Hong and his assistant will likely be centered around how to stop Mendiola's threat, because they have been culpable in being opened up by these quick transitions.
You see there, players always trying to look at the other side of the pitch. Look where the open man is. There's been a couple of times we've seen long balls going to Giganto. A lot of space on his right side if he switched the play.
2 goals we've seen, just 9 minutes apart. Giganto starting things off in the 19th minute, followed up by Ibrahim. We talked about the switching of play of Maharlika. Again, nandito na naman si Giganto.
Just looking for support, actually. Oh, tries to feed it to Ibrahim, just not in the same wavelength.
Sobrang pagiging tricky minsan ni Giganto, pati ang teammates niya not on the same wavelength. Kung nabasa ni Ibrahim yun, he would have been clean through.
Throw in here for Mendiola. Just couldn't get out on this side. Men in maroon. The early moments of this match, it could have been anyone's game. A lot of opportunities for both sides. The difference is Maharlika took them. We did have a penalty. Ruben Doctora just couldn't convert it. Would have been a different story there.
At sa lahat pa ng tao na maaasahan mo para sa Valenzuela, PB Mendiola, 100% it would be Balot Doctora to take it. Wasn't able to take advantage. One thing that Valenzuela could do more of is to try to get Christian Lapas on the ball, because he does have the range and the capability to make long balls in behind.
Ibrahim looking to switch it. Great touch there from Giganto. 1v1 again. Gets past easily. Crosses it.
Dito mo makikita niyo yung laro ng football hindi lamang tungkol sa mga numero. Because prior to this game, Eric Giganto had 0 goals, 0 assists. But you can see he's always a threat on that right side.
Speaking of threat, we have here Ano trying to make something of this play. Too much traffic for him. Blue shirts surrounding him. Couldn't get through. Now Aristorenas, the middle of the park. As he gives it through Ibrahim. Eric Giganto raising his hand on the other side, asking for a cross. Aristorenas just hits the woodwork. Another golden opportunity to make it 3-0.
Ibrahim was looking for the return, but Aristorenas had other ideas, and it was a good one. So close.
Can I just say, in this match, maraming sayang na opportunities for both teams. Moving forward here. Kim still holding on to that ball against Manlapas. Fast feet there. Thinks about the pass. Aristorenas, a lot of grass, fakes it. Will he get it? Great defensive work there from Mendiola.
Renya doing enough. Needed to get in a final challenge. Wasn't going to get another bite at the apple. Made it count, because Aristorenas was about to pull the trigger.
Aningalan here, the left side, who did miss a golden opportunity again as he tried to chip it over the keeper.
That's disappointing. Not finding a connection at all, Christian Lapas there.
And we're almost nearing half time. And this match, time so fast.
Now, credit to Maharlika, they play at a fast pace. They play exciting football, action-packed football. And for Maharlika, it seems like each game they play, they really improve.
from defense to midfield and attack.
There will be a minimum of 2
And
minutes of
it is
preparation
confirmed.
time.
Do have additional 2 more minutes before the half ends.
And it's not just how they play moving forward, where they've looked threatening every trip down. It's also how compact they are, how organized they are, how they fill the spaces. Again, doing well.
Aristorenas now holding the ball, looking around for blue shirts to play with. Kang switches it over to Park. Tries to thread the needle to Giganto. And Giganto's actually played on the other side.
That's right. He'll make a tricky run to force defenders to be dragged out of position.
Bit of a duel there. But a throw-in in favor for the men in maroon. Ano. Great tackle from Menzi.
And that's just where Mendiola struggled. They're relying on individual brilliance to open up Maharlika. And on 1 or 2 occasions, it's panned out for them. But for the most part, Maharlika have had an answer to that. They need to be able to find the combinations in order to unlock Maharlika. And they did that last week in the goal they scored against Garela United. It was one of the most beautiful goals of the entire week of 5 matches. And it's just so difficult when you force the issue alone. Nakikita nga natin dito, no, nagkakaroon ng conversation between Doctora and Ano.
If they could just replicate that passage of play they had in their previous match, they could earn themselves a goal here. And usually on attacking third, there's a lack of support when a forward from Mendiola has the ball. Definitely something head coach Jay Sean Soberano has to work on.
Tough one to control, but Aristorenas almost got there.
And with that, it is halftime. It was an action-packed match. And second half, there's definitely more to look forward to. But as it stands, it's Maharlika FC leading 2-0 against Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. So with that, we'll catch a break and see you in the second half. We are PFL. Good evening, everybody. We're back here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium for this triple header. It is the second game for today, and it is Maharlika FC 2 against Valenzuela PB Mendiola 0 in this halftime. And let me tell you, Jing, the first half was very action-packed, very intense. It could have gone either way, but slowly Maharlika dominated the game.
Aristorenas started that one off with a really close attempt early on. Actually found the ball in the back of the net, but natawagan siya ng handball on that occasion. But he's been heavily involved in all the positive moments of Maharlika, including this one. Isa na ng mga napakamalapit na chance para kay Yung Suk. But look at that for a pass para kay Eric Giganto that opened up the scoring. A great finish for Maharlika and really a just reward for their efforts. Pero it could have gone wrong very quickly for them with this one. Penalty, but stopped by Kenry Balobo. Make that, I believe, of the 7 penalties he's faced, he's saved 5.
Wow.
Unbelievable para kay Kenry Balobo. But they were able to add to the scoring after this finish. Vinny, just clinical. That's what you want from your striker. Efficiency and movement and a killer instinct, and Ibrahim has both in his pocket.
And that's what sets them apart, the teams. Maharlika, you have Maharlika, you know, they're clinical. They convert their chances. They're more patient, build up the play, and, you know, convert, especially the attacking plays on goal. And as you can see here, they have most of the possession. 17 shots, 9 of them being on target in 3 corners. Si Valenzuela, PB, Mendiola, on the other hand, they've had a couple of chances, and these are important chances. They could have set the game another way, but the thing is they just didn't take it. So that's why they're trailing 2-0 against Maharlika.
Hinahanap ng Maharlika ay makuha nila yung back-to-back wins. No? They want to build momentum, and they're really showcasing why they're a side to be a contender for the top 6. With a performance like this from the first whistle, grabe yung intensity ng laro nila. They press like a unit, and when they have possession, they know how to shift Mendiola's defense from side to side, and they know how to take advantage of the opportunities when they arise. They're not forcing the issue. They look like a very well-drilled side, and they're good value for their 2-0 win. Or lead, rather. Still 45 minutes to play, Vin.
Definitely, and these 45 minutes, something to look forward to. And I think this is going the way of head coach Mon Hong at the moment, coming into the second half. And also, just to share, everybody, for those who are tuning in, we'll be having a women's friendly for the women's national team against Uzbekistan, October 29, 7 p.m. is the kickoff time. So please do tune in, support our team. And aside from that, this is very exciting, Jing. You have the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. Again, the Philippines is hosting this Futsal Cup. This will be from November 21 to December 7. So please do check out if you're interested in watching at fifa.com/tickets.
Napakasaya naman that, you know, we have incredible PFL action over the course of the weekend, and then a midweek game where we get to see the Filipinas back at home playing a quality friendly against Uzbekistan. At ang pagkakaalam ko, meron pa tayong musical guest na tutugtog. So I believe Mayonnaise is going to be coming to the Rizal Memorial Stadium. So what a treat for all Filipino football fans to see the Filipinas, see some great music at it as well. So definitely great to be having such a packed calendar now of football action.
Speaking of, you also have, correct me if I'm wrong, Jing, Manila Digger, who's also playing internationally. I'm not sure if it's against in Cambodia, so definitely do check that out as well. And as mentioned, we still have a lot of football action for this triple header. Do stay tuned in after this match. You have Tuloy versus Dynamic Herb Cebu. So something to look forward to end this triple header.
Of course, Mendiola actually tied on points with Tuloy, who despite their struggles have garnered a lot of interest, a lot of attention because of the way they play. But ultimately, the league is about points. And Tuloy are going to be looking at this and thinking, may chance tayo to create a bit more of separation from Mendiola. But it's going to be a tough test against Cebu. Meanwhile, focusing in on this game, Maharlika and Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. The next goal, Vinny, I feel like is going to be the statement, right? If Maharlika score their third, may chance masyado na silang malayo para mahabol pa ng Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. If Isaac Ano or Ruben Doctora and the rest of the gang are able to unlock Maharlika, and they've shown that meron silang kapasidad to do so. Aningalan had a great opportunity as well in that first half. The game will change completely if it becomes 2-1. It will be game on, and we will see, you know, potentially a bit of a nervy finish para sa Maharlika. But again, it's about the next goal, and Mendiola will need to come back refreshed from that halftime break, and hopefully may makikita tayong konting change in approach, because the way they approached that first half, you saw the gap by the end of the 45 minutes, ang layo na ng Maharlika.
Definitely, I think this is something head coach Jason Soberano talked over the halftime. And if they do want to get back into this lead, first, they shouldn't concede in the early few minutes of the match. And, slowly they do have to take chances, have more of a support system in the attacking third. Again, usually when they bring the ball forward, they have no one to pass to. So this is something definitely they have to work on as Takar Don takes a shot out of the box. So good shot there.
Isa na nga yun sa mga una nating makikitang adjustment ni Coach Soberano. Si Takardon nilagay niya sa kaliwa, si Alingala nasa kanan na just to switch things up a little bit because Francis Takardon is extremely talented with the ball at his feet. Just couldn't get involved in that first half.
I mean, at times Takardon has to pull back to defend, so he's not given an opportunity to really showcase his talent on the attacking front. So with that change, hopefully, we'll see a more aggressive and more clinical final third attacking for Mendiola.
It's actually another aspect of this contest that also deserves or requires a bit more of a closer look. Is this back three of Coach Soberano that turns into a back five when they're defending. And Soberano opting to put Takardon in a wing-back position instead of an attacking position, so to speak. Does it nullify the attributes of Francis Takardon? And that is certainly a question that merits asking at this point. Mick John Pineda having a word with Eldwin Escosora, as it was quite a meaty challenge from behind.
It was, you can see here in our replays.
Oof.
It did get a lot of contact there.
Actually, on that replay, Vinny, he is a very lucky boy not to get a yellow card because the ball had gone. Medyo matagal na. So, hindi siya challenge para sa bola. Kumbaga, nanipa lang siya.
Very lucky to not get a yellow card there from Mick John Pineda, our main referee for today's match. And we have a free kick here in favor of the men in blue. Again, they are leading 2-0 into this match. And it seems like Yunsu Park will put this in a dangerous area as Maharlika players line up for this free kick. Ooh. Finds its way to Giganto. Etheridge gets it.
How did that make it all the way through?
That was my question. It was just perfectly laid out for him. Just couldn't convert that time. Doctora now moving forward. Mendiola gusto nilang bumawi from that first half. Tapas feeds it to Takardon on the left side. A lot of players inside the box. What would he do? Just couldn't pass it back to Ano. Disappointing build-up play. Tsaka ka-counter naman dito si Maharlika.
Look how impressive Maharlika have worked their way through that initial pressure to get into the final third here.
Switches it over. And you have Takardon tracking back into the defense as he heads that one.
At dahil doon, hindi na siya kasali sa atake. Pagkatapos niya after making that 70 meters back into his defensive position, you cannot expect him to make a 70-meter dash again to get involved in the attack.
It's gonna take a lot of stamina to do that. And with him falling back, less attacking players forward. So we'll see if there'll be changes in that aspect. Fast play to Doctora, but Michael Menzi was up to it. He clears it. Ano tried to control that. A high boot. And it seems like a yellow card will be given.
Doctora and Marzan coming together. Looks like it's going to be Marzan who's going to be given the yellow.
Interesting. Have to take a look at that one. But a dangerous position for Mendiola.
When that ball bounces up like that, it's always a tricky proposition for both sets of players. Lalong-lalot na yung dalawang player na yan, napaka-committed in Marzan and Doctora. Neither will be pulling out of a challenge.
It was a 50-50. And Ruben Doctora, I think he'll be given a bit of medical treatment at the moment.
Klarong-klaro, no? Nakita natin sa replay, nauna si Ruben Doctora dun sa bola. Actually, it was Marzan who came from underneath him. You would expect actually Jerome Marzan's foot to be rather painful because his foot, the top of his foot was swinging up to the studs of Ruben Doctora. Confirmation of that yellow card.
Now Kenry Balobo making sure his wall is intact. This can be direct. Or you could lob it over in a dangerous area.
It's a big moment for Mendiola. They've struggled to create in open play. These set pieces become that much more valuable.
If you want to get back into this game, they have to capitalize on this opportunity. You have the wall there, Ibrahim Aristorenas. Still waiting for the referee to blow his whistle for this one. Mendiola. Will it be direct? Takes it. Just hits the wall and it's out for a corner kick. Chance here for the men in maroon to turn things around. As Takardon takes it fast. Doctora, an opportunity. Caught sleeping, Maharlika. Mendiola plays it fast. And Aningalan was at the right spot, but just couldn't take the right shot.
Moon Hong is livid. Sabi mo nga, nakatulog ang ng depensa ng Maharlika dito. But Amir Aningalan really needs to take advantage of these opportunities. That's his second golden chance that he's let slip.
And that has been the story for Mendiola, letting opportunities like those slip. They have to take it, be more clinical. And an offside there for Maharlika.
Might have been just a fraction off, but what a pass to set Eric Giganto free.
You've always seen Eric Giganto making those runs. Very dangerous with the ball and off the ball. Fighting for the ball here. Great effort from Park. Gives it to Kim. Michael Menzi passes it back to Kenny Balobo. Look at Takardon tracking back. Gets his team a chance on the attacking front. Clears it out of danger. Maharlika may be for the counter. Gets pulled back there. Bit of a duty foul.
Eric Manlapas losing out on that duel with Eric Giganto. It's just been a nuisance today on that right flank. A constant threat para sa koponan ng Maharlika and a constant outlet for them.
Great feed to Aristorenas. Sprays it on the side. Couldn't get the cross in, but falls to Ibrahim. What a shot taken, but a better save from Etheridge.
That's the second fantastic stop he's had against Ibrahim. He's at full stretch to get to that. It's a great hit from the edge of the box. Look at that, fingertips from Jackson Riley Etheridge.
Beautiful save there, Jing. But threat is not over. Maharlika as a corner kick. No chance for Mendiola to settle. Whips it in. Ooh, great punch from Etheridge. But another corner kick for Maharlika.
I would have liked to see him catch that one, actually. Not a lot of bodies around him. And he was opting for safety first. That will mean another corner to defend.
55 minutes in, both teams have had their opportunities, but no goals yet in the second half. Could this be the one? Lucindo and Menzi trying to get some contact with that ball.
It's one of the reasons I believe Enzo Lucindo gets a start today over the likes of, Ebarle and the others. His physicality to mark Ano is important, and to duel with a big man, especially in these set pieces as well.
We saw a diving header there over the crossbar. Shot taken, but off target.
It's just on the reach. Yun Suk forced him to lean backwards as he stretched, skied the attempt.
Etheridge plays it quick, trying to get a counter on, but headed back. Cardon. Lapaz. And as you can see here, the shots, Maharlika with 19 rather. You can see them knocking on the door, while Mendiola has had 8 shots.
It's a great tackle from Michael Menzi to deny Isaac Ano. These are the type of passes I believe that Mendiola will need more of to try to isolate Isaac Ano in a one-on-one. A duel such as this is a higher percentage for Isaac Ano rather than him trying to dribble through a crowd.
Great switch of play. The left side, Maharlika. To Park in the middle. Takes it! And it's a goal for Maharlika FC. Another goal taken from Eric Ben Giganto. 3-0 against Valenzuela PB Mendiola.
An absolute beauty of a goal from Maharlika. Finished off by Eric Giganto, but made by the left back. Fantastic work from Yunsu Park. Puts it on a plate. 3-0 to Maharlika. And that might be it.
What a pass from Park Yunsu. Just finding Eric Ben Giganto unguarded, an open goal. Just a tap-in.
And this has been a feature with Maharlika this season. The fullbacks have been consistent contributors to goals. And Park doing it again.
And that's modern football for you. Defenders turning into attackers, especially the wing backs, the left back and the right back.
Substitution for Valenzuela PB Mendiola.
And we do have substitutions here for Mendiola. You have Jimson Crestal, jersey number 98.
Player number 23, Eric Manlapas, replaced by player number 98, Jimson Castal. Another
You have Christian Lapas substituted out. We'll be resting this one in the second half.
Samari Renya, replaced by player number 6, Eric Anticona.
And Anticona will be substituted in as well for Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. Just to add a bit of energy there with these substitutions. Head coach Soberano. I mean, Maharlika has been hounding, just really pushing and draining the energy of Mendiola's defense. And as you can see here, Ibrahim moving forward again. Aristorenas outside the box, takes it. Great work there from the substitute. Lucindo heads that one. Tacardon trying to get a tackle in. Ibrahim, great fast feet, switches it to the other side. Miss pass there.
Marizan looks like he's pulled up.
Oh, it is an offside. I can see the referee. Because Ano takes it. Unlucky for them, Mendiola.
It's relentless, Isaac Ano, but he's just strayed offside on that one. This is a bummer for Jerome Marzan. Looks like he's cramping up. Perhaps it's not much of a surprise because he hasn't had too many minutes this season. Had 45 in the previous match against Philippine Army. This is his first real test. And he's had 62 minutes, but not sure he's going to be able to continue. Meanwhile, Chima Uzoka hinahanda na.
You have Chima Uzoka, another dangerous player for the men in blue. And that's what we've mentioned earlier, Jing. I mean, both teams have stacked substitutes. And when injuries happens or cramps happen like this, you know, you have players to play for you, quality players. And it looks like we do have that substitution.
You could argue, though, that Chima Uzoka is of a different caliber to those that came on for Mendiola. But a great performance from Jerome Marzan. And he gets a nice greeting from those on the bench. Ibrahim's going to take a rest as well as Opong comes on. When I was talking about Chima Uzoka, it's a guy who's played all 5 games already for Maharlika. He's played 290 minutes. He scored 2 against Manila Digger. And this is a player that was in and around the national team not too long ago. So that's the caliber of player that Chima Uzoka is. And he's been a real veteran in the PFL.
So we'll see him come into the action. First involvement as he has the ball. Crosses it. Ooh, just overcooks that one out. Kakasab lang niya already.
Hindi pa nakaayos yung settings. Ayusin pa yan.
Still warming up, of course. Mendiola trying to keep the ball from the high pressure. It pays off. Maharlika has it.
Isa sa mga glaring na nakikita natin is how well connected the Maharlika players are. When they try to progress the ball, they try to use one another to solve the problems. Whereas Mendiola tend to think about solving problems on their own. The Maharlika have been so good at combining all over the pitch.
And this is something that they've definitely worked on the training ground. I mean, to have this sort of chemistry into the match takes time and effort. And a chance here! What a goal from the substitute, Chima Uzoka. We just mentioned how dangerous he is. And beautiful strike from the forward.
Born in Lagos, made in the Philippines. This man is an absolute predator inside the box. Ilang minuto pa lang siya, nasa pitch.
Nag-warm up na.
Ayun, naayos niya yung settings niya, Vinny.
Goal for Maharlika FC.
But the great work on the side from Jinhon Kim, setting it up. Couldn't ask for a better spot for that ball to be. You're right in front of goal.
And we were just talking about how they gel so well. And just to remind you guys, Chimozoko just got substituted in. And chemistry-wise, nandun na siya agad. So definitely good signs for Maharlika, especially with their upcoming tough matches. You'll need that chemistry, especially when playing bigger and tougher opponents.
A great sign for Maharlika, but a real worry para sa Valenzuela PB Mendiola dahil nung pagka-score ni Chima Uzoka, hindi siya nag-celebrate, Vinny. Kinuha niya yung bola. Kala mo nagkakabol ng scoreline. No? That means he has every intention to get more goals and to really increase this scoreline.
And you have here Aristorenas passing it to the left side. Wants to add more into their tally. Just straight at Etheridge. Sayang yun for Maharlika.
Aristorenas hasn't made too many wrong decisions in this one, but that was likely to be one. Felt like there was a better option on his right rather than to his left.
No offside here. Ano bring the ball forward against Menzi. A lot of traffic there looking for support. Ano just 1v1. Will he cross it? He does. Great work from Lucindo to head that one out.
It's still in play actually. Natulog dun si Isaac Ano. You got to play to the whistle.
And a chance here on the other end. Maharlika really hungry to score more. Chima Ozoka on the clear. Will he take it? He tries to pass it back. He couldn't find a blue shirt. Another golden opportunity for the boy in blue. Aristorenas fakes it. Will he take it? He does! Another goal, Maharlika. Aristorenas gets it in. A 5-0 scoreline against Valenzuela PB Mendiola.
It's been a captain's performance for Jorel Aristorenas, and he certainly deserves to be on the score sheet tonight. It's a great finish after some great work again in transition. He's been knocking on the door all throughout this match. Finally, he's found the back of the net. Look at that bit of trickery as well to get Cristal to commit a lovely goal. Look at this. Hello.
What a fake. Just guides it the right side of the goal. And that's expected for a player like Aristorenas.
That'll be it for Etheridge. We're going to see a change in goal with John Zambrano getting an opportunity.
John Francis Zambrano.
And Zambrano has had a couple of matches with Mendiola. He did play well. So.
Replaced by player number 99.
And another substitution here. Alex Mahendran coming in. And as it stands, almost 70 minutes in, Maharlika leading 5-0. And it's just one-way traffic now. Very dominant display for the men in blue.
Mendiola have been on the wrong end of some rough score lines this season. Started off with conceding 9 against Manila Digger. They scored 2 in that one. And then, of course, they lost 8-0 to Kaya and lost 5 to Stallion Laguna. And again, still 20 minutes to play here. And Maharlika really do look dangerous every time they venture forward.
They have that hunger, Jing. And this is something head coach Moon Hong has instilled in these players. Never be satisfied. Gotta keep pushing. 100% palagi. Look at them pushing forward despite the 5-0 lead. The left side here. Great build-up play. Fast 1-2. And it's out for another corner kick. And we do have a substitution here. On your screens, you have Kintaro Miyagi, jersey number 24. Will be substituting Ristorenas, the captain, who's giving his armband to Kennedy Balobo.
Substitution for Maharlika FC. Player number
And you can hear the applause given to Ristorenas because he put in the work today. Absolute great performance from the midfielder.
1 goal, you could argue 2 assists for Jurel Ristorenas, and an all-around tidy performance from the captain.
But we still have that corner kick. Bit of uncertainty there from the back line of Mendiola.
First involvement of Zambrano, he came out strong. Got a touch to it. I think he was trying to catch that one. It's out for another corner kick. More pressure on this Mendiola back line.
'72nd minute here. Maharlika wants to add more. Chimozoka heads that one, but it is off target. Goal kick for the men in maroon.
It's a great in-swinging corner. Difficult to defend. It's put in a really good zone inside that box.
Mendiola hoping to get a consolation at least to make the scoreline more respectable.
It's going to be 4 straight now, Vinny, for Mendiola. And they have some very tough games coming up. It's a ruthless top flight of Philippine football. The level of quality is so very high.
Tacardon tried to give it to Ruben Doctora, couldn't connect. And this has been the story all throughout the match. The attacking third, Mendiola just can't really connect and gel.
You can see here a press from Mendiola, but it's a half-hearted press. The players forward, but they're not really engaging. And so when they get bypassed like this, there's less players behind the ball.
It allows Maharlika to have counters such as this. What a shot there. But an even better save from the substituted keeper, Zambrano.
It's a great stop. It was heading on target into that side netting from Kim.
Beautiful save there. Zambrano tested already. Another corner kick for Maharlika. Byung Suk Kang behind the ball.
quietly has had a very good performance for Maharlika. Yongsuk! That looked like it was going direct on target. We talked about Yongsuk being a player that actually played for the under-17s of South Korea. He actually got out of the youth academies and went into John Book Motors, which is a really high caliber team in Korea. Medyo hindi siya nag-progress the way he would have wanted at that high level, but now Maharlika have a real quality player. Grabe yung engine na meron sila sa gitna ng field. And there he is again, winning the duel that sparks this counter.
Kim curls it in the middle. Another goal. Beautiful piece of attacking play. And I think that's Miyagi who gets his name in the score sheet. Very happy with his goal as he was just substituted in. Great volley there. 6-0 Maharlika leads against Valenzuela, PB Mendiola FC.
Pinag-usapan natin yung firepower ng Maharlika this season. Meron kang capability to bring on a Kentaro Miyagi off the bench, and it's a great finish from the former UP starman, the Philippine international there that you could bring on. And Kentaro Miyagi does what he does best, and that's put the ball in the back of the net.
The amount of weight and accuracy he had to take that on from across. Incredible strike from Kentaro Miyagi. Just slots it in. Zambrano couldn't do anything about it. And Maharlika, they've put in a show for us. They've put in their attacking boots. They've had great build-up play. And head coach Moon Hong will definitely be happy on how his team performed in today's match.
Ang kulang na lang ay clean sheet. Yan talaga ang hinahanap nila. Isang laro pa lang out of the 5 ang nakuha nila yung clean sheet na yan, and that was against Don Bosco Garelli United, where they scored only 1 goal. And that was a result that allowed us to put some question marks in this game. Will they have the capacity to put away a side like Valenzuela, PB, Mendiola, particularly since nahirapan sila against Don Bosco Garelli United? But this has been a statement performance. 6 goals, that's more than Stallion scored against this same opponent.
Crazy work has been done here. Another opportunity there for Chima Ozoka.
At ang dami pang oras. 12 minutes and change. With the way this match has been going, you would not be surprised if Maharlika find a 7th.
Mendiola has to buckle up. They can't keep conceding. But it's just been an onslaught of waves of attacks for Maharlika. And another opportunity here. No offside called. Fakes it, thinks about it, takes it. Ooh. Another opportunity there from Giganto. Not happy with his goal.
Felt like that was heading on target. Eric Giganto, he's so shifty. He's so difficult to contain.
You don't know if he's going to take a shot, if he's going to pass it. Qualities of a great attacking player. Tries to feed it long there, Mendiola. Luckily, they get the ball back. Pushing forward. Lucindo was there to clear it. They get back possession.
Valenzuela just looking deflated at the moment.
Morale is really low. We've conceded 6 goals already. Match isn't even over yet. Great pass back there to Park. It crosses it. Chima Ozoka. Another goal, but it won't count as it is offside. But great play there nonetheless.
It's really worrying for Mendiola. Oof, good move from De Silva to get back and hold the line. We're going to see a couple substitutions now for Maharlika.
You do have
Substitution
jersey
for
number
Maharlika FC.
17, Uwano,
Player number 9, Eric Quijano,
Good player
replaced
as well.
by player number 17,
As well as, AD.
Another substitution for Maharlika
Gigato and Menzi will be sitting
Player number 44, Michael
the rest of this
Menzi,
match
replaced
out.
by player number 2,
They performed well, those two players.
Ian
They served the rest. So they do have a couple of tough matches. Maharlika.
A chance to get some quality minutes for some of the players who have earned their spot on the bench. Ivan Owano, one of those players that Maharlika will want to get going this season. Also another quality player that's come out of Cebu alongside Kintaro Miyagi.
Ooh, bit of miscommunication. Passing that back.
Balobo, good with the ball at his feet. That was a left-footed clearance that he needed to get right. And he's been immaculate all game.
He did save that penalty from Ruben Doctora.
Siguro yun lang talaga yung save that he's had to make in this game.
And it was a very crucial one. It was in the early moments of the match.
Gumagad status na nga yung ability to save penalties itong si Kenry Balobo.
Crazy stats.
Imagine saving 5 out of 7 that you faced. If that statistic is correct.
Pulled down there, and I think that will merit a card.
It's been a rough outing for Cristal so far. He got sold on the fake by Jorel Aristorenas that led to a goal, and now he's been left in the dust here by Boom Sok, and he's needed to corral him.
And a dangerous free kick area for Maharlika. Out of players to target. They could add another goal here. The closing moments of this match.
It's quite a formidable front line that they have. Wano, Miyagi, Uzoka.
And these are substitutes, so you can really see how deep the lineup is. Ooh, looks like a direct shot from Yunsu Park. He didn't get the curl that he wanted it.
And you did mention those are substitutes that Maharlika now have at their disposal. It's really, you have to commend the management for putting together such a solid squad.
They really changed the game, Maharlika, into the season. A lot of transfers happened, and you could really see how those new signings impacted their overall performance coming to the PFL. Very high quality players that they've got, Maharlika.
Couldn't take any chances. Out for a corner kick.
It is the almost 85th minute. As it stands, Maharlika wanting more goals. Curls it in. Doctora lays it to Lapas. And Ano, a bit frustrated as he was asking for the ball.
It's one of the players we highlighted to start off this game. Christian Lapas as the conductor in midfield for Mendiola. It's a great touch.
Uwano. Too much traffic there from the substitute.
Just going back to Christian Lapas, in that matchup with Jerome Marzan, in terms of the midfield generals, Christian Lapas siguro hindi niya talaga na control yung laro the way he would have liked. He wasn't able to deliver the passes in behind that might have unlocked Maharlika.
Maharlika here. Ooh, beautiful goal, but another offside. This is the second time rather, they're denied of a goal because of offside.
Quintaro could have added a second there. We'll need to see that one again.
Takardon not really had the chance to express himself in this match. And Ano as well. You gotta give it to Maharlika's defense. They're really locked in. And it gives more time, more opportunity for the attacking players to do their thing. Look how high Yunsu Park is. Mind you, this is a left back. A chance here. Ooh.
It's a fantastic ball from Yoon Suk, just floating that to the back post area. Wano almost helping Uzoka to a second. You see Ano just complaining that he'd been pushed by Boom Suk. Pero doon natin nakikita yung aggression, the intensity, nandyan pa rin para sa Maharlika. They're up 6 goals, but they haven't lost or dipped in their performance level.
You definitely have to keep that level of energy, and you have to finish the match right. You know, not conceding any more goals. You've already dominated the match. And ooh, a foul given in a dangerous area, actually.
Ian Edie might have just clipped Isaac Ano. Being physical with Isaac has been effective for Maharlika in this match. But this one happened right in front of Mick John Pineda, and it felt like a clash of ankles.
A chance may be for the men in maroon. And if you're Kenry Balobo, you'd want to keep this clean sheet.
Pretty upset, actually, that you've given away a cheap one. And you've allowed an opportunity for Valenzuela PB Mendiola to score essentially from nothing.
A consolation goal for Mendiola in the making. We'll see if they'll be able to take on this chance.
Isaac Ano looks like he's going to be the one to take it.
Direct shot! Balobo was up to it.
Forcing a stop late on, Isaac Ano.
They have to hold on here. Maharlika.
It's a good attempt. Exactly what you want from a direct free kick. Get it on target, and they're going to get the reward of a corner kick.
Movement in the box. In a dangerous area, straight to Kenny Balobo. Very routine. A quick play on the counter.
They've got numbers. Young Suk.
A chance here! Ooh, hits the woodwork. Another goal, but blocked. Finally out of danger. could have been 7-0 for Maharlika.
Should have been 7.
A minimum of 3 minutes of additional time.
Mendiola scrambling to get back. Great run from Miyagi. And this one, so close.
Park takes it, just bounces off a defender from Mendiola. And count that as a goal line clearance, I guess.
So close to 7.
It is confirmed additional 3 more minutes into this match.
They've created quite an atmosphere, quite an environment at Maharlika that the players are so eager to impress. Kahit na sigurado na tong resulta na to, it's not about that. They want to be able to showcase their capabilities with the minutes they've earned. You can see them playing quickly out of a corner despite such a one-sided advantage. It is quite a sight.
They are hungry, Maharlika. And what a pass to Chima Ozoka. Just miscontrols that one.
But look at the hunger here. Where are the maroon shirts?
Hits the crossbar. Another opportunity for Maharlika for the 7th goal.
Wano, unlucky. Hits the crossbar. A shot with so much venom.
Zambrano couldn't get that one. There's too much power in that.
Wala, spectator na lang si Zambrano at that point.
Hindi pa tapos ang Maharlika. Moving forward the left side. Couldn't get a cross in another corner.
If you couldn't see the scoreline, right, you'd think lamang ang Mendiola at nagkakabol ang Maharlika. That's what you're seeing right now. And they're up by 6.
In that perspective, you instill hunger in these group of players that you have, and this is what happens if you have that mindset. Kahit naka-lead ka na, you still want more goals. A very scary side, actually, Maharlika.
But they're being helped as well. Some of these miscues.
Zambrano had to act quick there from a shot.
It's been a busy night for Zambrano, and he's only just come on as a substitute.
This could be Mendiola's longest game. I think this might just be the last corner.
It's quite a challenge that Coach Jason Ceberano has now. His side have dropped this result, and now they've got some big games coming up. How do you lift the squad for these upcoming matches?
Dangerous area, another goal. Chima Ozoka hits it in and gets it in, and that makes it 7-0, Jing.
Incredible. Chima Ozoka adding an exclamation to what has been a perfect performance from Maharlika. They just wouldn't take no for an answer. They wanted one more and they got it. 7-0 for Maharlika. Wow.
My goodness, what a scoreline that is. And those 7 goals are quality goals. They had to build up play. They had to make sure the crosses were in right. Just a dominant and powerful display.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score for this match.
2 braces, one from Giganto, one from Uzoka, who came on as a substitute. Ibrahim, Aristorenas, and Miyagi on the score sheet as well.
Thank you for your attendance and hope you
Is
enjoyed
Maharlika
our
a top 6 side?
We did.
They're definitely showing that they are a top team, and they've sent a statement to the rest of the league. We are ambitious, but we're backing that ambition up with performances on the pitch.
And it shows, I mean, all the replays that we'll see here is just the men in blue just feeding everything in that dangerous area in the box. No words. I mean, Maharlika, they've just been so aggressive. All the players involved, Varistorenas, even the substitutes, Miyagi, Chimaozoka, Kim on the left wing. And I'm excited to see what they have to do in their tough matches and hoping that they can replicate this performance.
They've been able to push Manila Digger as well as Aguilas UMAC, and the top teams are going to be looking at this Maharlika side now, and they're going to be well prepared. They're going to know they're going to need to be on their A game to dispatch of a team of this quality, because Maharlika are a real threat now in this league, and you would be really doing yourself a disservice if you underestimate them.
Definitely. And the scoreline reflects that. Again, Maharlika FC leading 7 against Valenzuela PB Mendiola to 0. Perfectly sums up the battle we saw on the pitch here today. But don't go anywhere. We've still got another exciting matchup ahead as our triple header Saturday rolls on. So once again, my name is Vinny Bipolado alongside Jing Hablang, and we are BFF.
Questions? What was the first question, sorry? Oh, about the game. I think the boys were excellent start to finish. I think we stuck to our game plan and we executed it very well today.
What are the strategies that went right?
The strategies. I can't give too much away, but I just know we executed our game plan very well today. Shout out to all the Maharlika supporters. Thank you for your continuous support, and we hope to continue to get the results done. Thank you, guys.